Hey, Coach, so glad you found us on YouTube. Subscribe and like. See all my son's shoes there. That's the first thing. Second thing is go over and check out Teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. Let me help you put banners on your walls in your basement, win state championships in less time for less than $1 a day. 14-day free trial. You will get my personal email address. You'll get one-on-one calls, office hours. Everything you would want is there and available. So go over and check it out, and let's head off to the podcast.
If I can. All right. Welcome to Coaching Youth Hoops. I literally cut Coach off there. No, this is not a high tech. We're just gonna go with it, Coach. Coach was worried that what buzzers were going off. I have dogs barking half the time in the background. So
well, you know what it is? It's the and full disclosure, it's the customer service on coachingyouthhoops.com.
No, is it really?
It's when someone comes to the website, it dings. So I'm aware of, anyway, I just turned it off.
That you need.
So coaches, if you're online right now, I'm sorry, we're recording podcast.
Yep. It happens.
They can always leave a message.
I know they can. Wow. Thanksgiving's coming. Hey, so Thanksgiving's a couple days away. I love, you know what the best part about Thanksgiving is?
What's that?
Leftovers.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
I like literally my mother-in-law makes extra stuff for me to take home.
Yeah, no, that's
because I need my mashed potato. It's like the only time I eat turkey and mashed potatoes, and like it's like, and it's the we have our scrimmage. We're getting ready for our first game the following week.
Yeah.
We plan set, so it's always a busy time.
Right.
So I think they're always worried about me not eating anyway, but not anymore. They used to, not anymore. But anyway, so that's why I like Thanksgiving. It's fun. Anyway,
it's Thanksgiving. Yeah, I love Thanksgiving. I like that time of the year.
And it has Black Friday. So that's the lead in right there. What's happening on Black Friday with Coaching Youth Hoops, Coach?
You just have to go to basketball. Yeah, you have to go to basketballblackfriday.com to go check out our special offer. $29 and you get a full season of basketball practice plans. A full season. If you're a youth coach,
I know. I told him he shouldn't do this. I said that's $29
money on practice plans. We have it done for you. You know what? I'll tell you what happened. Why we came to this deal. I did a coaches clinic this past weekend, and there was for our local rec league, and I was talking with all these coaches, and they're struggling with practice plans, what to teach, and not only that, what order to teach it in, and the progression of all of that. I'm like, you know what? I got it done. $29. Let's do it. There's so much noise on the internet, right? So many drills you could do, and it actually becomes overwhelming. So
it's too much.
Ripped all of that away and compressed it for you. And it's everything that I've done before that I know that works. I tweak it on a regular basis, pull things in and out of it that I feel like, okay, maybe it wasn't quite right, or I get feedback from other coaches, or I enhance it, add more instructions, whatever. But this deal is absolutely incredible. So for $29, it's just the practice plans. So go over to basketballblackfriday.com.
basketballblackfriday.com. I will put it down in the show notes for everybody too. So don't pull over the car or stop jogging. Keep jogging.
Well, they can.
Pull over.
Go right
pull over. Yeah, you could pull over, but don't try to write it down as you're driving. I don't want anybody to get an accident. All right. So what is the topic is 3 things you should do at practice. Was this a Facebook group one?
It was a Facebook from our Facebook group. So go to Coaching Youth Hoops on Facebook, or I'm sorry, search for Coaching Youth Hoops.
Yes.
Group on Facebook. Great community for you to find out or learn from other coaches, as well as Steve and I. It's clean. Steve is the police policeman.
I am the enforcer. I'm the mall. I'm mall. What's the Bart? Whatever
Mall
that
cop. Yeah.
mall cop Bart. Whatever
Yeah,
it
wasn't it
is.
mall cop?
Something.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. It's a
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
It's funny. So
Great
all
movie.
right. So you want to go first? You want me to go first? Whatever. It
Go
doesn't
first.
matter.
Yeah.
All right. So again, there's a difference between a second grader and eighth grader. But I'm going to say one thing you should do at every practice is some sort of skill development, even with an eighth.
What does
grader.
that mean?
That
What's
means
skill
ball hand.
development?
That's a good question. Good question.
Yeah.
So it's not 5-on-5. It's not working on your out of bounds plays. It's not. It's working on specific skill sets. No, those can rotate, like shooting, ball handling, dribbling, passing, in defense, like individual skill sets. I think sometimes get lost because you have two practices and you're worried about your press break or your those things. So I think that is one thing that should happen at every youth practice from now until eternity. You should, a chunk of practice should be skill work.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
can decide on your team better than I can decide because I don't see your team. So that's one thing. Another thing would be some small-sided game work in the sense of where they learn to play the game, not necessarily 5-on-5. So 2-on-2, 3-on-3, 3-on-4, disadvantage games. And then the third thing, especially at the younger youth levels, you got to do something fun. So maybe at the older levels, it's scrimmage. That's what I used to do. It's like the reward was they got to play at the end. At the younger ages, it might be dribble tag or knockout or something like that. So those would be my big three for every youth practice. What are yours?
So I think it might be worth breaking it down a little bit.
You want to get more in the micro. I'm in the macro.
Yeah, the micro. Yeah. So K through 3, I absolutely agree with you. Ball handling, definitely some sort of ball handling, dribbling, that type of thing. Ball in their hand, most of practice. Some fun, make it more fun game based things in practice. Base your practice around fun games, right? It doesn't have to be so structured. And then I think the last thing would be just some basic basketball movement, like even if it's you can Google this one, Tiger drill, and like a 5.
What do you mean by movement?
Cut.
Like you mean like as a cohesive group?
Yeah, as a kind of yeah, exactly. So if you imagine 5 spots, you're on a 5 out, you're just teaching them the game itself and how to move, and something in that order where it's not, yes, should 100% of the focus or 90% of the focus should be on those skill building stuff, and then but yet add a little bit of the structured movement of a basketball team. Right, or basketball playing the game itself.
I'm going to add a fourth one.
Okay, please.
That everyone needs to remember that you're coaching fourth graders.
Well, in this case, third graders.
Or whatever it is. But I think sometimes as coaches, as the adults, we forget our audience sometimes. And it's not one of the three, but I think it's an important thing up here. Remember your audience,
Yes.
Yeah,
that goes to all grades for sure. Remember your
it does,
audience.
doesn't it? Remember your audience. All right, so
let's talk about then.
Things.
Oh yeah. Well, let's go 4 through 6 now. It's kind of I broke it up.
You're going micro, yes.
Yeah, I'm going micro. So 4 through 6, again, skill building. That's every practice. That's going to be in the 7th and 8th group as well. Continue doing that. I think in the 4th through 6, you can start introducing some of your like the offense and defensive schemes that you're going to run definitely at the 6th grade level, and more of that type of thing, and then break that down, and then definitely small-sided games. That should be a huge part. so they can practice, work on skills at the same time, learning your offense and defensive schemes. 7 and 8, skill building, of course, we said that. And here's where I think you can get into more nuance and technical things, even shooting and more shooting practice and scoring and finishing moves at that level. And then definitely the small-sided games again, and maybe a little bit more time devoted to those, with more competition based, like the consequences if you're going to lose, right?
Right,
Or that
right.
kind of stuff.
Yeah, and you're building them. It's a progression. So as
That's
you're
right.
trying to get them ready to go play ninth grade or high school and stuff. I agree. All right, anything else, Coach?
No, just again, I think just to recap overall, you nailed it, which is skill building, skill building, skill building, and skill building.
Yes.
Some sort of small-sided game, fun activity that they're playing, and then they all want to shoot the ball. So
They do. They all want to score. Give that website one more time for the Black Friday because it's coming up.
it is a basketball blackfriday.com.
Check it out. Won't find a deal like that anywhere. Trust me. It's coming down after. If I have anything to do with it. All right. Till next week, Coach.
The next week.
Hey, Coach, hope you're liking the video. If you are, kick down below. That would help us a ton. Hit the like button down below. If you want to subscribe, that'd be awesome. Hit the little bell up above. You'll get a notification every time one of our new videos goes live. Also, make sure you go over and check out teachhoops.com. Enjoy.